Hello everyone, hope you had a great weekend. So it's TTFX in another video, and it's gonna be our first video about the weekly view. And before I start, I just wanted to explain one thing. In this video, because since it's the first one, I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible, so you can guys try to understand step by step. Because I made another pairs in here with the least details, so you can guys when you try to understand. Because if I do open the real analysis, if you can see there is a lot of lines, there is a lot of boxes and all that stuff. So what I did is I made another pairs with simple analysis, so you can try to understand it and read it. So we're gonna start the weekly look by looking at the DXY, which is the dollar index. If you can see US dollar currency index. So since all my pairs are almost having the dollar index on it, like AU, GU, and AU, and gold dollar. So I need to see the strength of the dollar, so I can know later if I'm going to be buyer on AU or not. Like let's say on the DXY of the dollar, I know that the dollar is going to get weaker on the next week. So what I'm going to do on AU is I'm going to look for buys, because when the dollar is weak, the euro is going to be strong. So that's always the first thing I do. Start analyzing on my weekly view. Is the first is the DXY. So as I can see on the DXY, if you can follow the arrows, I can see that DXY is going to give me a pullback, because we had a break of structure for the lower time frame and the higher time frame. So after the break of the structure, I need to see a pullback. And meanwhile, I have these two demand zones, this blue box and this blue box. I guess it's on the 1 hourly time frame. Yeah, this one is on the 1 hourly and the other one is on the daily. So I need to see the DXY going down. It may not react with this box, because it may react with the 50% of the range and then go higher. But for the moment, I'm looking for the DXY to be weak. And if we go on the lower time frame, if you're familiar with Wyckoff, that is good. But if you're not familiar with Wyckoff, I hope you like go and search for it. But I can see that I have a Wyckoff distribution in here. And the Wyckoff distribution in this schematic, I'm waiting for the last phase, which is the ST, and then the drop to the downside. Okay, as you can see on the arrow, we may react to the supply zone and then we go directly down, or we may make some liquidity and take this liquidity. At the same time, we go higher, manipulate these highs, and then the price drop lower. Meanwhile, I know that when the price is going to come to this area in here, the DXY is going to get weaker. So the first thing I know for the week, that I'm going to be waiting for the weakness of the DXY, which is the dollar. No, now let's go to the AU. And guys, as again, I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for you. With the time, I'm going to try to make give you more details, more explanations about everything I draw in here. I made these draws previously, so you can guys try to understand it, because it's like, to be honest, this is the simple thing I can show you. Now, we said that the DXY is going to get weaker, so the dollar is going to get weaker. It means that the euro is going to get stronger, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. The AU is reacting with the 4 hourly demand zone. So after the mitigation, we need to see strength on the AU. And before the strength, we need confirmations, which is I need to see a break of the structure of this high in here. If you can see that high, I need to see a break of it. So that's first confirmation that I'm right on my analysis. After this confirmation, I'm going to be looking for demand zones in here and waiting for the pullback to my demand zone. And then I'm going to be looking for buys. When I'm going to be looking for buys, this is the first supply zone that I'm going to have. Just a second. Yeah, this is supply zone. So when the price, like if I entered in here and the trade went all the way up in here, this is the first supply zone. As I told you, it's on the 1 hourly time frame, if you can see. And behind it, there is another one. If you can see, there is another supply zone. So if I entered in the trade buyer, I'm going to try not to close my trade as soon as it get my first supply zone, which is this one. When my trade hit this supply zone, I'm gonna already be at break even, and I'm gonna be taking some partials. If the trade hit this zone, I'm gonna take at least 70% of the trade out, and I will let the rest run. Like if it went back and hit my stop loss, I already took 70% of the profit. If it keeps going higher, I'm going to be making another month. So this is what I'm waiting for this week. I need to see strength on AU, because what I can see on the DXY is that it's going to get weaker this week. I'm going to be looking to buy from here. I already shared on the group my ideas with more analysis in this one, where I'm going to enter after the break of the structure, which supply zone and demand zone I want to take, and everything. Already we have a Wyckoff accumulation in here, but I'm trying to let it as simple as possible. So this is for AU. I'm looking for the buys from this zone after seeing the break of the structure. Now we go to GU. Almost we have the same. So we have the GBP against the US dollar. If the US dollar is going to get weak, what the GBP is going to do? It's going to get stronger. And that's exactly what I'm waiting for. And before, let me just go to the lower time frame. I had my break of the structure, if you can see, like over here. This one, we broke it to the upside. Break of the structure to the upside. So I'm waiting for the pullback right now. I found this demand zone in here, but I'm going to try to, it's on the 15-minute, as you can see. This is my demand zone. And I'm going to try to look on the lower time frame if I can have another one. Well, on the 5-minute, I have this one. Yeah, this one looks good. Let me change it to demand zone. So now, what could happen? The price can like maybe push. Let me draw it. The price may push a little bit to the upside, then go down, react with this one, give us confirmation, and then the impulsive move to the upside. Or another thing, it may happen, we may break this demand zone directly to the downside, we react with this one, and then the impulsive move. So that's why you always need confirmations to enter your trade. You don't just like wait for the price hit that zone and then you jump directly buying from here. You need to see on the lower time frame, like 3 or 1 minute, confirmations to look for buys. So if I enter it in a buy in here, my TP is going to be this supply zone, and like AU, I'm going to take partials. I'm going to be break even. If this one is my stop loss hit, no problem. I already risk only 0.5 from the capital. Again, I take this one off and I wait for the price to come lower to this one, and I'm going to look for buys. And again, my TP, first TP is going to be over here, going break even as soon as the price gives me structure to the upside. So like AU, we're going to look for buys on gold, on GBPUSD. Let me put this to the back. Yeah. And by the way, guys, if you want to like have some of these setups, I'm going to be sending my original setups. 1 or 2 of them, I'm going to be sending them on the Telegram group. I will be posting the link down below if you want to join our free Telegram group. And you can ask me anything on the Telegram. And if you want to have a more, like if you want to ask me some things about the Discord, where I do teach people, and I already do post my setups over there weekly, you can contact me on my Instagram. I will be posting down below too. So let's go to our second one, which is GJ. GJ already didn't take any trade last week, because it already was going in a range, just in a range, and I didn't find good entries to be in. But for now, as you can see, let me go to the 4-hourly time frame. On GJ, we have almost the same thing, but if you can see why I'm looking in here, a weakness on GJ, because we don't have the USD index in here. So if the USD index is going to get weaker, we need to see GBP going up. But in here, we have the combination between GBP and GPY. So we may see the GBP get weaker, get a little bit weaker to hit our this demand zone, and then we push to the upside. Or we can see a push to the upside, and then we go lower. Why? If you can go on the lower time frame, like maybe 1 hour, let's see 45 minutes, 30 minutes. I need to see clean supply zone. If I didn't find on the 50-minute, let's stick with the 30-minute supply zone, which is this one. That's why I put it the line, the red line to the upside, because we may have some manipulation. So what the price may do, we may see a small strength on the on GBP, and then we go lower. With that, we manipulated these highs and these lows, because a lot of people are going to be selling from here and a lot of people are going to be buying from here. Meanwhile, we're going to do that impulsive move to hunt to stop all these traders that went into this range. And then let's assume the price did the first schematic. We're going to go higher. You can go in a sell in here. You take that sell to this down demand zone. Well, let me change that one to supply zone. To this demand zone, you take you close your trade, and then you look for buys from here. If you don't want to risk, like take a risk, like you want to be safe, don't take this one, but take it as a confirmation. If the price came over here, respected your supply zone, and start going lower, it means like we're gonna have this down move. So later we can have this up move. And if you didn't take it and the price went all the way down directly, all what you need to do, go on the lower time frame, like 3 minutes, look for confirmations. If it is Wyckoff or high probability setup or simple break of structure, it depends on you, how you want to trade it. And then you go for longs, because that's what I'm already going to do for the week, sells from here or buys from here. And if I took a buy, this is my first TP and this is my second TP, and it's going to be almost the left, because later I may see a weakness on GJ. Yeah, so that's it for GJ. And next, which is AUDUSD. Well, AUDUSD, it's a little bit complicated, because if let me show you my analysis. Like, to be honest, it's a little bit like, if you can see, I have a distribution Wyckoff over here, and it may be reaccumulations, and the price is reacting with the supply zone. So we may see it go lower. If it didn't go lower and went all the way up, like broke this supply zone, it's gonna like break all my analysis. I'm gonna leave it and I'm gonna keep trading only the other pairs. But if it went right, like I did assume, I'm gonna be catching some good trades. So let's go back for AU, and I just want to make it simple for you. I don't want to make it like a little bit confusing for you. So I have this supply zone that the price is reacting with. So it is easy. Let me change this to a demand zone. So the price is reacting with this zone. There is two things that might happen right now. It may respect this supply zone and go back to this demand zone to go higher. Or the second thing, what it's going to do? React a little bit with it, go higher, break it, react with this supply zone, and then go lower. Let me change it to buy so you can see. Okay, so on AU, you have two things you need to do. To enter in a sell in here and try to go break even as soon as possible, because it may have this reaction and then go back to you and hunt your stop loss. That's why you need to go break even. But if the trades went good and you catch it all this move, try to go out in your trade in here and look for buys all the way up in here. And if you entered in here and you hit your break even, and the price came in to mitigate this supply zone, you need to look for sales from here. So there is three things you need to do: sell from here, buy from here, or sell from here. Easy. Try not to complicate it a lot. And again, guys, try not to get into any trade without confirmations. And as I told you, it depends on how you want to trade or your style on trading. Like for me, I need to see high probability setup of Wyckoff accumulation or distribution. It depends on if I'm going to buy or on the sell. And yeah, that's it for AU. And last one, which is gold. Gold, let's go to the daily. On gold, I'm going to be 100% looking for sales. I know that the DXY is going to get weaker, but for gold, if you can see, I have a, I can see it, but like I have a redistribution schematic, which let me take the pen. This is the selling climax, the automatic rally, the sign of weakness, the ST, another sign of weakness. This is the UT. I want to see the UT getting into this supply zone, giving me some confirmations, and then drop. I don't know how much it's going to drop, like over here and go back, maybe to take come back to this demand zone, if you can see it, and keep going higher, or it's going to take all this liquidity in here, because if you can see, we have a lot of liquidity. We may take it all and then we go higher. But the thing that I'm going to be looking at gold is look for sales from this zone. So I'm going to be waiting till the price hit this zone, so I can go on the 1 hourly and 30-minute time frame, start analyzing gold, and then to keep looking for sales. And you can maybe label this demand zone. So if the price, like after tapping in this one, started going lower and you didn't catch this one, you may look at this zone to look for buys. And if you enter it in here, again, go at a break even, because you may not, because it may not go all the way up. As I told you, it may do like something like this, like try a little bit higher and then go lower, and it break you on a break your stop loss directly. So I really hope you guys like it, this idea of giving you some of my ideas on the weekly. And I really wanted to make it as simple as I can for intermediate traders and beginner traders, because for intermediate traders, like, you can understand what I'm talking about from the supply and the demand zone, break the structure and all that stuff. For the new traders, I know like you're finding some it's finding it like a little bit hard to analyze it. I can help you with that. How? By joining my Discord group. As I told you, I do have a full course from explaining the supply and demand zones, Wyckoff, and the structure. And I'm gonna make another phase, another section. It's about trades confirmation. I'm gonna talk about all what you need from confirmations, from Wyckoff, from high probability setup, break of the structure, everything you need that confirmed for you that you need to enter that trade. So I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I do post before and after trades always every day over there, sorry. And as I told you, I'm going to be posting some of my original setups from those on the Telegram group. And if you want to like label them, all what you need to do is to go down below, join our Telegram. I'm going to be posting the trades right now. And hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you so much, and take care.